Hi everyone, I'm Whitney and I post a new tutorial every week to help sewers of all skill levels learn new projects and techniques. Last week my husband asked me to repair a rip that he had gotten in his t-shirt sleeve and I fixed it for him and it went really well. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I did that in case you need to do some mending on some of your clothing. You will want the fabric you're using to create your patch to be as close to the item of clothing that you're repairing as possible. So if you're patching a black t-shirt, try to get black thread and another black knit fabric. But for the sake of demonstration today, I'm going to be using a contrasting fabric for the patch so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And then the last thing you'll need is a product called Wonder Under. It is a double-sided fusible stabilizer that is usually used for making appliques or in a situation like this, making a patch to repair clothing. I will have some links below where you can find Wonder Under on Amazon so you can see a little more about it. They are not sponsoring me or anything. This is just a product that I really like using and it worked perfectly for this situation. Cut a piece of Wonder Under a couple of inches larger than the hole and keep the paper backing with it because you will need it throughout this process, and lay your piece so that that paper side is up. Center the item with the hole on top and use a pencil to trace the hole onto the paper. Use a pair of scissors to cut just outside the marking through the paper and the Wonder Under. Lay the item back on top to make sure none of the Wonder Under is visible from the top side. Grab a piece of fabric, cut larger than the Wonder Under, and lay it so the good side of the fabric is against the glue side of the Wonder Under. Press with an iron to fuse the layers together, following the directions on the Wonder Under packaging. Here's what we have. The paper side of the Wonder Under and the back side of the fabric are on the outsides. The good side of the fabric is showing through the hole cut in the middle because that is what will be visible when we're done. Remove the paper to reveal the other fusible side. Grab a pair of scissors and trim down your patch to a circle or oval, whichever is more in line with the shape of the tear you're repairing. Place the item back on top of the patch so the rip lines up with the glue-free spot in the middle of the patch. Fuse the layers together, making sure they are laying nice and flat because you don't want to press a wrinkle into your patch. You can leave it as is, but I prefer to tack down the edges around the hole so it stays nicely in place. I thread a needle and double knot the thread ends together. Then I basically sew little whip stitches all the way around the ends of the opening. Since the rip I'm sewing up was made for this video, it has cut edges, but the rip I fixed on my husband's shirt was actually a tear with edges that were starting to curl. I was able to stitch the curled edges back down flat so they almost completely hid the hole when I was done. After you're done stitching, bring the thread back through to the back side and tie a couple of knots and trim off the excess thread. And there you have it. You can give some new life to some favorite clothing items with just a little bit of mending. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that share button down below as well as leave me a comment. And until next time, happy sewing.